So guys, it seems like A-REECE's project just keeps on proving why we waited on it for over 3 years. The album has been at the top of the charts despite other albums that dropped after it acted as decoys for a couple of days. Paradise 2 just continues breaking records and improving the boy's status in mainstream, proving why he's the best rapper in Africa. So Paradise 2, the big-hearted bad guy, has reached a new milestone as it accumulated over 7.4 million streams on Spotify in just a single month and a few days of its release, making it his fastest album to accumulate over 7 million streams in such a short space of time.
No, you don't have to pity me.
With this album's release, A-REECE managed to reach over 350k monthly listeners on Spotify. And just to clear something out, the reason why it's easy to work with album streams on Spotify is because of its stats accessibility, unlike other streaming platforms. So expect more of these kind of videos over time for more SA hip-hop albums. Certainly, A-REECE's recent achievement of reaching over 7.4 million streams and 350k plus monthly listeners on Spotify marks a significant milestone in his career. This success reflects a gradual and steady growth in the popularity of his newly dropped songs and monthly listeners since his first project, indicating a dedicated and an expanding fan base. So this is how popularity on Spotify works. Popularity on Spotify gives us a valuable insight into how the Spotify algorithm currently evaluates an artist and their music. The higher the popularity index, the more likely the algorithm is to recommend an artist to new listeners with a rating of between 0 and 100. So with that, today's tragedy, tomorrow's memory, which dropped in 2021, came out with a popularity of 53%, which is quite good according to how popularity works. Meaning more people checked the project the moment it dropped. Hence, most of its songs even made it to Spotify playlists. With the project again, he managed to reach over 90,000 monthly listeners, which was his all-time high at that time. Following that, A-REECE dropped The Burning Tree in April of 2022, which resulted in an increase in popularity, taking it to 54%, which means more people streamed his project after it dropped. Hence, he reached over 100,000 monthly listeners, which became his all-time high again with the Burning Tree project. So from the Today's Tragedy, Tomorrow's Memory experience to the Burning Tree, A-REECE grew in terms of numbers and also gained more fans.
This is meant to enrich me, self-inflicted.
Right after the Burning Tree, A-REECE dropped Deadline's Free P2 in October of 2022, dropping in popularity from 54% to 53%, which was similar to the popularity of A-REECE's first studio mixtape, Today's Tragedy, Tomorrow's Memory. Despite dropping with 1% in popularity, A-REECE's monthly listeners went from just around 100,000 to over 180,000 plus monthly listeners, which again showcased growth in terms of monthly listeners. Nonetheless, gearing up to the release of his long-awaited album Paradise 2, The Big-Hearted Bad Guy, A-REECE tremendously saw growth in his monthly listeners as he accumulated over 340,000 monthly listeners, with just a popularity of 48% because he had not dropped anything at that time. Then after dropping his most anticipated third studio album Paradise 2, A-REECE reached a new milestone of 57% in popularity, which means more of his songs became popular from that album, again reaching a new milestone of going over 350,000 monthly listeners, which is the first time he reaches those numbers. This again showcases growth from his past project statistics. Overall, this displays and proves a gradual but steady growth in A-REECE's career. The importance of this gradual growth lies in the sustainability and authenticity of A-REECE's journey. It suggests that he has been consistently attracting new listeners while retaining existing ones, showcasing his ability to connect with his audience over time. This organic development is crucial for long-term success, as it indicates genuine interest and support from a growing fan community. As A-REECE's career continues to ascend, reaching new heights on platforms like Spotify, it signals a promising trajectory, and with this steady climb, it suggests that his music resonates with a broader audience. And as they maintain this momentum, it becomes increasingly likely that his career is headed towards even greater success and recognition within the music industry. Meaning that with probability stats so far, his next album is more likely to be successful than all his projects that have already dropped. A-REECE currently holds the crown for receiving the most streams of an album in a 24-hour tracking after the album dropped, Antemortem, after his album Paradise 2 accumulated over 1 million streams in that 24-hour tracking. So this actually means that Paradise 2 is A-REECE's most successful album. Anyways, how do you guys feel about where A-REECE's career is headed, and how do you feel about the fact that his album Paradise 2 is his most successful album? Comment your thoughts down below. And that is the end of the video. Please like the video and subscribe to the channel for more. Peace out.
Perfect.